It leveled off right before I got, to the last little bit up the hill here. I'll move it around so that you can see the trail. It's been winter up here for a while. A lot of ice, a lot more snow than what's down at the base. Now, I am standing here specifically so that I can cool down and dry off a little bit before I pop up over the knoll, because I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind is definitely blowing pretty well up here. The wind chill is going to be probably in the 20s. So just trying to dry off a little bit. I'm a sweaty dude. You can't see it. You might be able, I don't know if the audio is picking it up. I'll have to wait and see when we go to edit. But there's also a windmill up here, and it is whipping like a box fan right now. So I'll get a little closer once I'm a little cooler or warmer. But I'll let you see it. I'm going to turn it around, sort of just on the other side of that pine right there in the middle. And it is roaring. So I'm going to let my body cool down, dry off a little bit, and then I will show you some sights from the top. Spectacular views up here. All right, see you in a minute. All right, so getting ready to break up over the knoll here. So I'm going to do my reverse stripping routine here. So I'm going to put back on the lighter weight hoodie that you saw me in previously. Keep an eye on the pooch while I'm up here though, because she is way too adventurous for her own britches. So going in reverse order with a couple other things. I'm going to add a fleece weight to this. It's actually not as cold as I thought it would be today up here, which is nice. But it also means that it's probably more likely that the rain they were forecasting is going to be blowing in. So, again, not the quick change routine from earlier, but preparation for this stuff is always key in bringing the right layers. As I say that, I'm hoping that I'm not a hypocrite. No. Boy, that could have been bad, huh? Cook, come on. So that was almost a really good, I did this to show you guys what not to do kind of video, but I know me better than that. Cook, come. Having the dog's awesome. It does have a little extra to the film production side of things. I would never be forgiven if my hiking buddy disappeared off the side of the mountain while I was up here. I might have to camp out for the next known future. So fleecing, and then I'm gonna throw my shell on, and we'll get some footage of some really spectacular views. I know I'm kind of teasing right now because you can't see what I can see. I'm going to leave the pack here. Throw the shell on. Now, if I was camping and I was getting to my destination like this, I would actually change into some dry clothes, because wearing all synthetic fibers, which is critical, never, ever, ever hike with cotton. There's a saying among hikers and mountaineers and pretty much anybody who spends time in the woods that cotton kills. Synthetic fibers, merino wool, anything that can still retain some insulation value when it's wet is critical, because once the hypothermia sets in, you get dumb first, and once you get dumb, you get dead. So, not to be over dramatic, but there is a lot of truth to that. So without further ado, let's go check out some views. All right, so the dog is on a leash. Remember some ledges and cliffs over here. She's amazing. She has not mastered flying yet. So here we go, guys. This is why you come to Black Mountain in Lake George. Because the only point in the immediate area that's higher up than this is directly behind me, and that's where we're headed next. So off in the distance, the very far distance, are the Green Mountains of Vermont. It's actually Lake Champlain in between there. Not much of a view of that today, just because of the fog in the valleys. But you can see the the big Green Mountains off in the back. A lot of good ski resorts over there. And then, of course, Lake George. Not a bad backyard to have, is it? You know, people hike for different reasons. I gotta be honest with you. I hike because when I'm standing here like this with nature around, it just reminds me that I'm not as cool as I sometimes might think I am. There's our friend, the fire tower. Of course, the windmill there. We're gonna head up there and show you the rest of the views from the actual peak. So, more to come. Man, it's gorgeous. Ooh, buddy. You can continue down to Black Mountain Point, which is right on the lake. If you're on a boat in the summertime, you can pick up another trail that comes up 3 miles to here. Never done that one. Or you can go a mile down to Black Mountain Pond Trail Junction, and that takes you to a really cool pond on the side of this mountain. And then you can loop around back to the original trail junction that we looked at earlier in the video. This is just another great vantage point from on high. Not a place you want to be standing in the wintertime without some spikes on. So again, not that different of a shot, but you can see, you know, on a clear day, you'd be able to see the high peaks off in the distance there. They are completely socked in with clouds, but you know, people don't like to hike on cloudy, rainy days. To me, it's just another view of nature's beauty. So this little sign here, when we brought I think my daughter was 6 the first time we came up here, and we kept hiding the sign from her because we didn't want her to think that the place might be haunted. But in memoriam of Warren J. Webster Jr., 1931 to 2005, he lies where his heart was, here on Black Mountain. So yeah, don't know the story there. Might have to do a little Google search to see what that's about. But so, Mr. Warren J. Webster, I am happy that your body lies where your heart was. But yeah, didn't say much about that to our 6-year-old at the time. Probably wouldn't show it to her this time either, and she's 16 now. So that's Black Mountain on a nice wintry, fall-y day. Although I guess we're in almost December now, so it is the day before Thanksgiving, and part of my giving thanks tomorrow will be that I get to do things like this. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the tag along here on the video and on the hike. You know, I need you to subscribe, like the video. Any questions, comments that anybody wants to leave at the bottom, please do. It's what makes this more fun. Otherwise, it's just me talking to a camera and pretending there's a whole bunch of people watching. So right now we have tens of subscribers. I'm hoping to get a lot more. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, comment below. Let me know where else you'd like to go, because you know, if it's within reason and within my schedule, I'd love to accommodate some requests. Black Mountain, one of the Lake George 12sters. I'll post a link to that too on the bottom. It's 12 peaks around the Lake George region that it's sort of a peak challenge to draw people in, get more people out in the woods and hiking, which is what it's all about. So I'm not going to take a lot of footage on the way down, just because I need my footing on the way down, and because my hiking buddy here seems to have cut her ear a little bit and is marking our trail with a little bit of red stuff. So gonna check her out and head on back to the car. So we'll check in at the bottom and touch base, and then we'll see you on YouTube. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed. All right, so Cookie's no worse for wear. She's got a little bit of a ding on her ear, which doesn't look like it's too big a deal, but she has long ears, so when she shakes her head, they flip up onto the white fur around her neck. It looks like she might have had a tussle with a bear, which would be a really cool story that would also be really false. But I did thank her, because now I can't say no animals were harmed in the filming of this video, and I'm probably going to lose my PETA sponsorship. And I probably just signed up for a few haters in the comments section. But no, I wouldn't joke about my hiking buddy. She's a tough kid. And she is also very much okay. I think she'd be on board for spending the rest of the day out here, but it's the day before Thanksgiving. We got stuff to do. When we get back, I will do a little doggy first aid, make sure that it's nothing too serious, but I think in one of her side trips after a variety of chipmunks and ruffed grouse, she must have clipped a branch or something, but she's all good for anyone who was worried about her, because, I mean, I wasn't. All right, that's all for now. All right, we are back at the car. You can see we are the only person here today. Threat of rain today, which was probably cool for us because it's not actually going to happen until later in the day. But we had the place to ourselves. Somebody did check in after us, said they were going to the summit. I was a little worried at first because we didn't see anybody else there. And then I did notice that they had checked out prior to us getting down here. So somebody must have had to bail early or didn't have the right stuff with them today. But here it is, Black Mountain, Lake George, New York. Great, great place to go. You can see behind me all of the options for the different trails from here in different locations and distances. If you want to hike all the way to Pilot Knob, it's a mere 14.7 miles. Easy peasy. It says 2.5 miles to the summit. Some people have said that it's more like 3, so it's 5 point something round trip. Nice hike, a little strenuous at the top, really quick coming down even with slippery conditions like today. So we are good to go. We're gonna head back. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. This will probably end up online long after everyone's enjoyed their food comas. But I hope everybody has something to be thankful for. And again, I'm thankful for being able to do this. If you like the video, hit the little thumbs up button, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I've got some really dedicated subscribers. Thanks, Mom. I've got a few and I appreciate every one of them. But please help me build the channel. I want to do more of this and I want to get everybody out in the woods with me. All right, signing off.